Hey y'all, what's going on? It's Hunter Elliott with rangehot.com. Hope everybody's doing well. So this evening I'm finalizing my review of the Kel-Tec Sub 2000 Gen 3. But before we get into the review, I want to show you the detachable box magazine is out. I have locked the bolt to the rear and I've ensured the chamber's empty so we know this little handy rifle is safe to talk about. Now, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing to my channel. I would really appreciate that. Being gun related, we're a little bit behind the curve on the algorithm, so subscribing helps. If you like the video, please consider liking and commenting. That also helps a great deal. And remember, this is always just a video overview. There is going to be an article on rangehot.com that's going to have a lot more of the tech specs, the accuracy chart, all that sort of stuff. If you're familiar with the Sub 2000, you know the cool thing is it's collapsible. Same way, you just pull this trigger guard out, it unlocks and folds. Now, a lot of people were mounting optics. You know, it come from Kel-Tec with iron sights, but they wanted to mount optics or what have you. But you can see here I got the Mepper-Lite True Vision red dot on it, and no, it won't lock like that. So the genius engineers at Kel-Tec designed it where the upper, if you will rotate. And then you've got M-lock slots all up and down your handguard, and it just locks into a button at the stock. And don't worry about if you've adjusted the stock, because you've got plenty of M-lock slots to lock that into. And so you're going from a little over 30 inches to a little over 16 inches. So you're cutting your footprint nearly in half, which I think is fantastic. Certainly would make this great for, you know, a backpack gun, hiking, camping, carrying, truck gun, really just reducing your footprint. But because you don't have to remove the optic, it maintains the zero. However, if you're like me and you're an iron sight guy, you can still certainly mount iron sights because you got plenty of rail top and bottom. And then to deploy it, you just mash this button on the rear just at the top of the stock, and it opens and rotates and locks firmly into place. Now, we've run close to 400 rounds through this thing off and on, folded it up and down. We've shot it, no malfunctions, no misfeeds, no problems. Also never lost zero on the optic. It ships from Kel-Tec with a little Magpul P19 mag. This is a Glock 19 size mag, but it takes Glock mag. So Glock 19 size or up, your Glock 17 mag works. And as well as we shot it with the 31 round mag, it was 100% reliable with all of that, so no problems. We shot it out at 25 yards from the rest. It was grouping about 2.5 inches with this zero magnification red dot. And for me, that's about as good as I can get, so I'm satisfied with that. The trigger pull is not bad. It's got some take up, brakes at 5 pounds, and enough over travel to get your reset like you want. You've got a very traditional magazine release, as well as a very traditional cross bolt safety. It is a very intuitive rifle to use. The charging handle, I'll admit, is a little weird. It's actually back here. So you see I've locked it. So you just pull it to the side, let it go. And that's how you actually charge the little rifle. MSRP on this thing is $499, so it's under 500 bucks. There's a lot of people out there that like Kel-Tec. There's some folks out there that hate them, and there's some people out there that are kind of just whatever. But I can say this, I've been reviewing Kel-Tec firearms for a long time. And if anything, you've got to say they're innovative. They come up with some really, really cool stuff. And I feel like they are keeping the MSRP in mind while they're engineering it. Chambered in 9mm, so you know you've got the extra length barrel wise, so you know 9mm is now considered a very viable self-defense cartridge. But you know now you've got almost a 16.5-inch barrel ending in 1/2 by 28 threads, so you can certainly take advantage of a little more dwell time in the bore, added velocity, probably going to increase your terminal ballistics a little bit. Throughout the review, I'm going to say 75% of the rounds fired, we were running a can. This is the Liberty Suppressor Centurion, which is a fantastic little 9mm can. I'm just going to thread this on here so you can get an idea. It does add a little length to it, but it's not bad. We also ran the Liberty Suppressor's Infinity X. A little bit longer can, a little bit better suppression levels, but I like this Centurion because it is a short little can, and so even now when I want to fold it up, that is giving me my smallest footprint while still having suppression at the ready. Red dot can, deployed that easy. So home defense, self-defense, absolutely. You've got enough real estate here on this upper to mount any kind of accessories you feel like would be viable. Flashlights, red dots, silencers, which you know, for home defense, self-defense, in my opinion, you need a light and you need some sort of suppression, because even a 9mm inside of a house, inside of a room, is going to be really loud. So I think it's a good idea now that a lot of these manufacturers are threading the barrels for your silencers, or whatever, you know, whatever half by 28 accessory you see fit. Muzzle brake, Kel-Tec ships it with a thread protector, which if you just want to rock that, hey, there it is. So that's really about all I got. I don't have anything bad to say about it. It's a fantastic little rifle. So if you're curious about anything else, I'm going to mention it one more time. There's going to be an article on rangehot.com. I'm going to link below. You can jump over there and get more of the tech specs and all that. And again, I'm going to ask, if you will, please consider subscribing. If you've made it all the way to this far in the video, bless your heart. I certainly appreciate that. Look here, y'all. I want you to take care of yourselves and each other. Look forward to seeing you at the range.